always keep your head up, never let it beat ya. Your heart is shattered like a china darling.
Alright guys, so good afternoon. I figured we would record today. I didn't want to, but we won't have a video for tomorrow if not, and that means I won't have a video. But I have a cold sore. I hate it. I cannot stand to look at the camera because I feel like that's what everybody looks at, because I know how it is, and I think that is what everybody looks at. It's mostly healed, but she's still showing out a little bit. But you know, the show goes on. So we are going to ignore the mess back there. We bought some stuff and I got to put it up. But I just love how I do that. Like, I won't notice stuff until I'm recording, and then I'll be like, people's gonna see that, and so you got to point it out. So even if they don't see it, I got to show it to them. But anyways, I've got a lot of stuff done this morning. Well, it's not morning now, it's actually afternoon. But tonight for dinner, I'm gonna make the at-home Arby's at home again. We made it last week. Well, it was on the menu last week. We did make it last week, and I had multiple people mentioning about wanting to see it. And I have a video on it already, but I have no clue where it's at. So figured we'd just do that again. It's delicious anyway, so we all win. But right now I'm hungry. I've not ate today. I've been so busy. So I think that I'm going to get me something to eat. We might go down and do a little check-in with the baby cheapers down there. And then I think I'm going to go out and get Jonathan to help me put up the trampoline. I'm hoping that I don't have to put up the whole entire trampoline. Anyways, we bought a new trampoline. Surprise. But last year, if you've been around that long, we had to buy a new net for it because it ripped, and I don't feel safe with the kids playing on it without a net. So we bought the new net last year, like right at the end of fall. It was, I don't know, it's not even that old, but the trampoline is old. Anyways, earlier, just a couple of months ago, the kids noticed just a tiny little rip in the bouncy part, the bottom part of it, and it has slowly gotten worse. It's probably 2 foot long now, 3 foot long, I don't know. And our kids play on that, the littler kids play on that every single day. So something that we definitely needed to get fixed quickly. Just buying the net was $150. Not the net, but the jumpy part, whatever it's called. It was $150. I really needed a new pad to go around the outside just because I think it's dangerous to not have the pad on the outside if somebody's standing there and they end up touching the springs and people's jumping on it. So I wanted both of those, and it was just barely cheaper buying those two things than just buying a whole entire new trampoline. So that's what we did. We bought a whole entire new trampoline. I bought the same size and same brand as the one that we have. I'm hoping that we can just change out the parts that we need to, and like the metal poles and stuff, we can just leave that in the box. I'm hoping it come in 2 boxes. I'm hoping that the metal poles are in 1 box and the rest is all the other stuff we need. But I'm hoping that I can just take the parts out that we need, and I did get like a little upgraded one with a basketball net and a volleyball net and stuff. But I'm hoping we can just get out of the new what we need right now and then put up the rest of it, just because, there's no reason to use those poles if I don't have to, and then we have to find somewhere to put the old trampoline, and it's a big mess. So we're going to attempt to do that. So we're going to do that. We'll share dinner and then a little bit of in between. It is beautiful here this week. The weather, day before yesterday, it was pretty, but it was cold. But it had just been so nice here lately. We've been spending as much time as possible outside for the most part. Like I said, the other day it was cold, and so we wasn't outside much. And we'll hopefully get to work on the animal shed this afternoon a little bit as well. I'm eager to share that. I'm not sharing that here yet because I just want that to be one big video. I just feel like it's funner that way. So it's no big deal anyways, so, you'll get to see it when it's done. But, yeah, we're going to find myself something to eat, and then we're going to go out here and see if this kid is busy or if he can help me with this trampoline. We're also going to go check on the chickies, but let me find myself something to eat. I already fed John and Nolan. John came home for lunch And when he went back, Nolan went to work with him. He's been doing that quite often lately. If John goes to work at like farms and stuff, he will let Nolan go along. Nolan enjoys just like walking around, nosing around, you know, not nosing around, but staying close, but just adventuring a little bit. And especially if they go, John's been taking him to like farms with him. The goat farm guy, Nolan's went with him over there a couple of times, and I think it's a different farm that they are going to today. So, anyways, hi, how you doing? Hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. We're going to get over here and get some food done, and then we're going to get something done. I would have recorded this weekend. I really wanted to, but like I said, it messes with me. You know, when you already struggle with self-esteem issues, and then you've got this thing like staring back in your face, especially when you're recording, it just doesn't work for me. So we didn't get to really record this weekend because of that. It is what it is. So anyways, let's do something fun. Let's go look at the chickies. Okay, so here they are. Some of them anyways. They're just hanging out, doing chicken things, I guess. But they're all doing really good. Nobody's really give me any scares or nothing. We had a camera down here on them yesterday when we went and ran errands. The kids thought it'd be fun to put cameras on them. Do not recommend. One of these girls was laying here by the door, and I could see her laying here. I couldn't see her head or nothing, just like her butt. She laid there for like 45 minutes. I was sure that I was going to come home to a deceased chicken, but we was, I kid you not, 5 minutes away from the house. Not even 5 minutes away from the house. And I was like stalking the camera. I was obsessive with it. And she got up and just moved after like that long of no movement, no nothing. There was even another chick that had come over to her. And usually when they go over to the other ones, you know, they'll like move around. And she could have been moving her head and I just couldn't see it. But yeah, I told the kids that no, not a fan of the camera being there. Because it's not going to help anything anyways. If something does happen, I'm not going to be able to stop it because I'm not home. And there's no reason to do that to myself. So these are some of the babies. The rest of them are down here, I guess, taking a little nap. And I don't want to disturb them. So we'll do little updates on them later as well. Y'all know that you're going to be seeing a lot of the chickies around here. Look at this precious little thing, though. She's feather footer. She is a feather footer. She's got feathers on her feet, and she is just so precious. Her name is Annie. And she's actually the only one that kept one of the original names that I had picked. So the rest of them just didn't seem fitting anymore. But she did keep hers. Her name is Annie ℂ𝕠𝕟. Yes, it is. She's the only one that has like the little funny quirky name that I had picked out. I was going to do ™𝕬𝕗 and ℂ𝕬𝕗 and then Annie ℂ𝕠𝕟. Hello, ma'am. You're too little to fly. You're not there yet. They're trying already. But I was going to do ™𝕬𝕗, ℂ𝕬𝕗, and Annie ℂ𝕠𝕟. And then it didn't seem fitting to me. Annie seemed very fitting for her. I also even thought about changing her name to Buffy because she is a buff Brahma. But I couldn't do it. Like, she's perfectly Annie. So that's little Annie. And then we'll name all the rest of them. I mean, they're all named, but we'll share all that when the kids are down here. I don't know if we'll do that today or a different day, but we're just going to peek in on these little guys. And then, well, little girls. We're not speaking no masculinity up in here, okay? We're hoping that they're all girls because y'all know, okay? John's already called it, that if there is a rooster in here, he's not going to go nowhere because that's just not how we work. So, yeah. Let's go see if we can get something done. I gotta take the trash down too. I ended up just grabbing, there was some leftover scrambled eggs and sausage from where I had fixed Nolan food earlier. I forgot to record that part. But there's some leftover scrambled eggs and sausage. And I just threw that into a tortilla with some cheese, warmed it up, and called it good for food. So, are you looking at yourself? But anyways, we're gonna get out here and get something done. Because it's nice outside. And we need to be productive in some way, which I have been. I've been working. I cleaned the baby's cage. I've done some cleaning, and then I worked on some orders. So, you know, we're doing something. But now we gotta get out here and see if we can get some stuff done in the yard before, well, I gotta take the trash down. Then I'm gonna see if me and Jonathan can do this trampoline, because when John gets home, I'm hoping that we can hit the animal shed.
Much later.
Well, so much for putting up the trampoline. I got a wee bit distracted, just a little bit. Earlier, one of them had a little knot in her throat, and then when I went down there and showed you all, I thought to check it again. It was still there. Me being me, I had to make sure she was okay. You know, when I've been researching and stuff, I found a lot of helpful information, but it also opened me up to the world of possibilities of things going wrong. So I've been talking to Heather, getting some reassurance on that, and John is home. So I'm not going to get around to the trampoline because I know that we will be doing the shed, and I don't want to put whole kinds of people up in my house today. I don't want to start that and not get to finish it. So we'll do that tomorrow. It's fine. I think it's supposed to be pretty today, tomorrow. There's a chance of rain on Wednesday. But yeah, we will still share dinner and all that. So, but John and Nolan and Jack, I don't know why I said it like that, but they ended up leaving as they all pulled in, and then one of their helpers left, and then they got in, yeah, that's it, baby. They got in Jack's truck and they all left. I don't know what they was doing. Must have been in a hurry. But I also don't want to go out here and get started on this. Just, I guess, same reasoning. Because it's already too late to do that. He could be home anytime. I don't know where they went. Probably just to look at a job. And I don't want to get it out of the box and then not be able to complete it. So we're going to just put that off until tomorrow. So we're going to make us protein coffee. We got some of these little cute cups from Walmart. They remind me of my friend Haley's that she has. Hers has smiley faces all over it. I'm probably not going to do nothing to mine. Hers is glass and like more better. This was from Walmart for, I think, $2. You'll see the grocery haul eventually in a few days, I guess. But I've recorded the grocery haul but didn't want to do the intro and outro part. So that will be filmed a different day. I haven't done it yet. But anyways, we're going to make us a coffee. Wendy does use them for water. I just bought 2 blue and 2 pink. They had green when we first seen them, and I didn't buy none, and I regretted it. And then when we went back and I got them, they didn't have the green. It is what it is. If I'm doing a coffee like this, well, I guess you could just say, if I'm doing iced coffee, I like it really sweet. So I added a thing of sweetener, and then we're going to use some of our caramel 𝘬𝙧𝙬 here. I don't want to dirty up a spoon, so I'm just going to do a lid full of it. Can you put this in the refrigerator, please, on the top shelf? And then we're going to use a salted caramel Fairlife. This is my favorite way to drink protein shakes. I tried it with one of the vanillas a few days ago, and it was really good too. I actually probably think it was better, but the vanilla shakes are my favorite.
Do they actually taste like a milkshake?
Tastes like a milkshake?
I think
Not really. The vanilla one tastes like a Wendy's vanilla frosty to me. And the strawberry tastes like strawberry Nesquik. A little bit less flavorful. And then I don't know what this tastes like. All I know is it's good. I'm going to drink this. And then
I'm gonna put a part of the video of me just drinking my coffee thing.
pretty much. Then I got brave yesterday after watching Tiffany's video on making sourdough bread, and I started some. So we're 2 days in, well, no, a day in on making some sourdough starter. I almost said dough, which I guess it kind of is. But anyways, we're gonna go outside.
Should you like add more, or just
Yeah,
just like,
you have to add to it every day. Okay, take 2 because I was just like super mouthy in the other one. and it just was all over the place, I feel like. So let's try this again. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start these roast beef sandwiches, the Arby's at home. This is a super quick meal. I wouldn't even call it a recipe because it is so easy. For the red sauce, if you get the big, what are they called? Roast beef and cheddar from Arby's, they have a red sauce on. They also have onion rolls, onion buns, which they do sell at the store, and they are delicious. But me and John are the only people that would eat those, and it just seemed like a waste. So we just got normal, what are these things called? Hamburger buns. We just got normal hamburger buns, just so that there's less waste that way. For the red sauce, we use barbecue sauce. This is my absolute favorite, this Sweet D's barbecue sauce. There is recipes on Pinterest if you want to make your own red sauce, but I like to do this quick and easy. That's one of my favorite things about it. So I'm not going to sit and make extra sauce for it. For the cheese, or we're just going to bring in the favorite here. I'm obsessed with this stuff. I love it. I eat this on a ton of stuff. So I should have grabbed one this week. I didn't. This is my last one, so we're going to have to be really stingy with this. We hide it if we have to. And then the hamburger buns, did I say that? And then for roast beef, I did get this one this week. The one that I bought last week was the Great Value, and it wasn't that good. I didn't really like it. We ate it, but wasn't a fan. So I thought we would try this one this week. I don't remember what I used to buy because it's been a pretty good while since I bought any. Because it had been a little while since I made it. So that's what we got this week. And then we also got this beef consomme soup to go in it. Now I have made homemade beef and cheddars for who knows how long, and I never used this in it until Mel from In the Kitchen with Mama Mel. Got to give her credit because it came from her. She done them and she used this, and so I tried it and I really do like it better. It makes it just more flavorful and more juicy. That's kind of an ugly word, isn't it? But yeah, we're gonna get in here. It's super easy, super fast, but sometimes that is good, and it's extra good when it's good. So our old faithful pot here. I was gonna use a pan, but what's the difference in a pot and pan? This is a pot, right? Pans are flat. Anyways, I'm only gonna use about half of this because last time I didn't use all of it. That's disgusting. Okay, so like I was trying to say, I'm only gonna use about half of it, I think. And then the other half, I'm just gonna stick in the freezer and use it maybe next week because I've been on a roast beef and cheddar kick lately. So, oh no, it's fine. We're just gonna pour about half of this in here. Pretty much all this is a broth, okay? I don't know what that word is, but we're gonna pretend it says broth. All right, so while we're bringing that to a bowl, we're gonna go ahead and start the sliders for the kids. All right, so gotta get these cut open without trying to damage them too much.
Ew, what the heck are you doing?
I was supposed to be cutting them open. I did a really bad job.
Yeah, you did.
You're not helpful, are you?
No, I'm telling you, you did bad.
These.
No.
All right, so first we're going to take some of this ham and just cut it. Thank you. Cut it because if you leave it whole when you bite into it, it's just going to like
Pull it all out.
It pulls it all out. So I think I cut up way too much ham. It's okay.
I don't know. How is this useful? I wish we thought about different flavors and we could put them on the hat. You know?
Pepperoni. All right, one for me. And another thing about me is if I have spaghetti sauce, I ain't gonna be buying no pizza sauce. So we'll use this on pizzas quite often. The kids like to make non-bread pizzas. They taste pretty much like a Lunchable. They really like those, and they've just been using this for that. So I figured, why not? We bought a whole bunch of them at Sam's Club, and then especially if once it's open, it needs to get used and not wasted. So that's what we're going in with. And what's really the difference? Let me know. Especially when you get the one that's not chunky. Which just might have a little bit of chunks, but usually we buy the ones that doesn't have no chunks at all. Okay, and then we're just gonna go ahead and put all of this roast beef in here. We're gonna go ahead and shred it up just a little bit more. Just to give it more of a feel of Arby's. I thought about getting roast beef from the deli, but you know, that I bought it that one time. Did I tell you that in this part? Or did I say that in the first part? Anyways, I'll tell you again if not. I bought some from the deli once, and it said like medium or something like that. I don't know what it was, but it looked bloody. No, thank you. I could not deal with it. So I ended up giving that to the dogs and have not bought it back there since because I'm afraid that I want to get more like that. But I thought about giving it a go this time, but then I chickened out. And it's just easier just to be able to grab it and not have to talk to a human. Because y'all know I don't like to talk. Alright, so I'm going to turn this heat down a little bit. And you don't have to do it like this. You can just dip it straight in and then pull it straight out. But I just like to do this. It helps it get warmed up. And then it, you know, gets all the flavors together. So we're going to let this cook for a few minutes and then we'll assemble them. Okay, so now it's time to assemble it. Super easy, like I've already mentioned. I'm going to take a slotted spoon here. I don't want too much of that juice on my bread because I don't like soggy bread. So, and then put a little bit of the roast beef on it. Make a mess. That's part of it. You got to show it's homemade. And if you wanted to warm up the cheese and stuff, you could, but this is still really hot. So this is still it's gonna be warm enough to not mess with it. So a little bit of the cheddar and then a little bit of the barbecue sauce. There you go. And you throw on some French fries and dinner is served.
Stepping out, it's Friday night. How I'm longing for this day.
Alright guys, so we're going to close out this video. I'm going to go ahead and get started editing it. Why is this such a hard word? Like, why is English so hard? But I'm going to go ahead and get started editing this so that hopefully I'll have a video up tomorrow. This is the little gal that was giving me a little bit of worry, but ends up I'm just crazy, but it's fun. But I like to sit here in the evenings and just watch them. They're starting to, the kids are trying to come through the floor, but they're starting to like flap their wings and try to fly, and just watching them run. It is just, it's great. It's great, guys. So we are going to sit here and get this video edited, and then I'm hoping you can see this tomorrow, and we'll get back on track. I just have not been feeling the best, you know, with this. And I could cover it up with makeup, but I'm just not a big fan of putting makeup on it. And I know it's such a small thing, but, somebody gets scared. But it's just one of those things. It bothers me and just was stopping me from doing it. So we're going to get to editing on this video, and hopefully you get to see it tomorrow. Our internet has been cray-cray for the last week. They're supposed to come out and try to fix it because they couldn't fix it over the phone. So they're supposed to do that in just a few days. I think on Thursday They're supposed to do that. I dread it, but you know, we got to get it fixed because we can't be dealing with this. So that's going to be it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed hanging out with, even if we didn't get to fully do everything I planned on doing, you know, we just got to spend a little bit of time together, shared the recipe, so it's whatever. So as always, remember to show grace, be content, and live blessed. Until next time. Bye, guys.